they were able to turn around a 2-point deficit to take a 7-5 lead, and will Martin Larsen help the boys in blue keep that momentum going? Well, that's not the start he wanted.
Quite a nice shot right into the 1-3 pocket.
It was a good pocket hit. No, he didn't get all 10 pins, but it was a good pocket hit, and that'll give him some confidence that he's on the right line.
Oh yeah, absolutely. These guys just want to get up to a not necessarily a good start, but a reasonable start, just to stay confident, and hopefully within a frame or two they'll be good.
So here comes the lefty, Jason Couch. All about power, this fella. Big shoulders, huge backswing. Look at that. And then great rotation, tremendous reaction in the back end, and he too leaves the 10 off a pretty solid pocket hit.
Well, that's very unusual, because the right-hander left the 10-pin and the left-hander left the 10-pin. You would have thought it had been opposite corner pins, wouldn't you? Great looking shot here, lots of rotation, right into the 1-2 pocket.
It's dealt with by Jason. So they both successfully spare out. A righty via lefty. They always say the lefty has the huge advantage. What's that all about? What is that all about?
But this is a good match. One right-handed, one left-handed. So the lane can't come into play. But what is really interesting is Martin has moved 2 arrows to the right, which I think is a great move. That's why they got him out there in the fresh. A bit more oil for him, and getting him back to the right, which I like.
Gets the match. Wild reaction in the back end.
Jason will be hoping for more of the same, but just to kick out that 10 in the corner, just like that. And he's up and running, breaking down horribly, and they couldn't find a strike between them, could they? It was like wading through treacle for them. Larsen still in the pocket, a double for Martin.
Certainly showing the form now that we're
to respond to everything Larsen throws at him. So far, he's matched him. Will he match him here with another strike? There's the answer. Nothing to separate them.
Yeah, a great gaming prospect. Both players have lined up, and it's good to see Martin Larsen really get in that pocket and carry
get a win. It really will give a lot of confidence to spread through the camp.
Yes, and it would be a 3-point lead that the Europeans would have as well. So let's go, Martin.
3 in a row, Turkey, as they call it. 3 in a row, Turkey. We have this conversation.
Jason has to do as well, just to stay in touch. He's looking for 10. And they're the sort of things that change the game. Single pin in the corner when your opponent gets 2 or 3 strikes makes a big difference.
Sometimes the lefties don't like this pin tucked in the left-hand corner. But Jason was dead on.
As much. So he's had to up his ball speed by basically 1.5 miles to keep the ball from going through the nose, which is so far so good.
Yeah, that little bit of extra tempo is keeping him right on line, isn't it? Just a mile and a half an hour faster, but look at the results.
Certainly was a great looking shot. 390. Rev rate, here it comes, right into the 1-3 pocket. Carries all 10 pins. Great looking shot. 4 strikes in a row from the man from Sweden.
And he's enjoying this. And it last time with a ball that wasn't that bad at all, but can't afford any more bad luck. Needs to get in the pocket and take all 10. Just like that. Good response from Couch.
Both players have almost surpassed their skill.
Larsen working a 4-bagger, looking to try and make it 5 in a row. Everything's been on the money for him, even that opening one. The left one standing, and this is what Martin Larsen is all about.
Certainly was a great looking shot. It held its line beautifully down the lane on the oil.
Just focused, Larsen, and every time he strikes, he really does increase the pressure. He's starting to build on Jason Couch, and Couch, I think, felt that pressure there. Got out of the pocket, hit the head pin flush. And that was
not the easiest spare.
He really needs it just to keep in touch. He doesn't. No, he's lost his line with the spare ball as well, and it's going to be very hard for him.
With no open frames, and it would almost be over by the 7th and 8th frame.
Yes, can Martin Larsen really punish Jason Couch? Yes, he can. It's going to be a long way back for Jason Couch, and possibly, as Cass says, too far back already. 55 pins, the difference, and Larsen red hot. Is that 6 in a row now for the Swede?
Absolutely, and it's another great looking shot, isn't it? Larsen's down on one knee.
Martin Larsen has finally arrived at the Weber Cup, and Jason Couch has just got to bowl and hope and see what happens, and nothing's going for him. Absolutely nothing going for big boy at the moment. He's caught fire here. Poor old Jason Couch. Well, no way back from this, surely.
No, absolutely not. And of course, he's standing up here looking for number 7, isn't he? Absolutely locked and loaded. Beautiful line to the 1-3 pocket for the right-hander. There's no reason why this one's not going to go the same.
Yeah, absolutely.
Still pacing 290. If he can strike off the
Paul
sheet.
Moore, who's also made a shaky start by his standards in the next match against Tim Mack. Oh, they really will be business. Jason finally gets a strike, but nobody needs to tell the big man from Florida that that's come a little too late.
Yes.
Yeah, this is looking good. Another one. Well, if there was any doubt, Martin's just erased it. This is high-class bowling.
Yeah, it's a really good line that Martin's playing here. The guy commented earlier on that he's moved to the right. He's got some fresh oil out there, and the ball's holding beautifully its line. Just gets down to 38, 40 feet, 45 feet, and up it comes. Rotation carries all those pins away. Great looking shot.
A Cascai didn't on his ball, and what a result.
Well, that's all it takes. It's you know, it's just small adjustments like that makes all the difference. Small adjustments like that out of the pocket leaves a 3-pin, unfortunately, and Jason knows this one's over. He's been up against the guy that's got 8 strikes in a row.
Exactly. I mean, he had that open frame, but boy, Martin Larsen has really punished and dominated this evening. And he is the focus of everyone's attention. Really good to see for Martin Larsen as well.
Yes, he'll enjoy this. It's a big welcome to the European team for Martin Larsen.
Well, ordinarily, of course, we'd be looking at a potential high score for the tournament here around the 290. Tommy Jones had something to say about that with the perfect game last night, but that is a phenomenal number.
What pin did Martin leave in the first frame? The ringing 10 pin off the pocket.
That's right, and there was nothing wrong with the pocket hit. This European momentum is building up ahead of steam. You wondered if it would stall after the 2-hour break.
Strike for 290. What a fantastic game.
Wow. Wow. Welcome to the Weber Cup, Martin Larsen.
Absolutely fantastic. And the crowd are on their feet.
That was phenomenal bowling, and poor old Jason is just struggling to stay above 200. Blown away here, revenge for last night for the Swede. Poor old Jason is going to be beaten by close to 100 here, hasn't he, Jason Couch? Nowhere to hide.
Well, this is it in a head-to-head match. You've each got 10 frames, and the guy that gets going first is likely to be the winner. And in this case, 11 strikes in a row. Much too much for Jason Couch.
He finishes with 194, but this avalanche of points for Team Europe just continues. Martin Larsen contributes now. And it's now a